First home buyers in New South Wales will be able to choose between paying an upfront cost of stamp duty or a small annual property tax payment as revealed in the state budget. Joining me live now is the Executive Manager of Economic Research at REA Group, Cameron Kusher. Cameron, thanks for your time this morning. So, just on balance, what do you make of it all?
It's a bit, I guess I'm whelmed. I'm not underwhelmed, I'm not overwhelmed. It's great to see that the New South Wales government is making steps to remove stamp duty. But there was a lot of bluster about this over the last couple of years, and I think it fell a bit short of what we were expecting. As you said, though, for first home buyers, it's really good news. So if you're buying a home up to $1.5 million, you can choose to either pay upfront stamp duty or you can choose to pay an annual land tax. Now, if you pay stamp duty on a $1.5 million purchase, that would be about $67,000. Or if you look at paying land tax, you'd probably be paying around $3,200 a year in land tax. So that's, I think for most buyers, that's a pretty easy option.
Well, unless
$750,000.
Yeah, sorry, Cameron. Unless you want to stay in that property forever, in which you will end up paying more land tax in the long run than you would have if you just decided to go for an upfront payment of stamp duty.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I guess the point here is most first home buyers aren't buying a home that they're going to live in forever. So
that's right.
If you're planning to stay in this home for 15, 20 years, stamp duty might definitely be a better option. But if you're just looking to get a foot into the market, which most first home buyers are, overwhelmingly, even at much lower price points, paying the land tax is going to be the better option, and it's going to allow you to get into the market sooner than you'd otherwise be able to.
Where are the shortfalls here, Cameron? What were you expecting or hoping for?
I think we were hoping for this to be targeted at more than just first home buyers. There had been over the last couple of years from the New South Wales government a lot of murmurs that they were going to be a bit more bold and move completely away from stamp duty. You know, there's some really disappointing parts of this, for example. So it's only applicable to first home buyers. So if a first home buyer chooses to pay land tax, but then down the track they sell that property to someone that isn't a first home buyer, that purchaser then has to pay stamp duty. So it's reverting to stamp duty. So, you know, hopefully this is the first step and we do see further changes over the coming years. But it falls, in my mind at least, quite a way short of what we were expecting with regards to stamp duty reform from New South Wales.
What do you think this will do to house prices?
I think it will definitely provide support for property prices at the lower end of the market, but I think the broader market forces of, you know, rapidly higher interest rates coming off very strong price growth over recent years is going to offset that. So it'll probably mean at the lower end of the market, prices don't fall as much as they potentially would have, but overwhelmingly, I would still expect that property prices are going to be lower in New South Wales over the next couple of years. Our forecast is nationally prices will probably fall somewhere between 10 and 15%. And in New South Wales, those falls will be larger, basically because it's the most expensive market. And as interest rates go up, people's borrowing capacities reduce. Plus, the market was already slowing long before interest rates started to increase in New South Wales.
Cameron, we'll leave it there. Appreciate your time this morning, though. Talk to you again soon.